In the heart of India, there's a village where young women are advertised into a life of exploitation. But amidst this darkness, a ray of hope emerges. Did you know that in just 1 year, there's been a 30% reduction in young women forced into prohibited activities in some areas? This is the story of how education and job training are changing lives in India's most notorious village. A legacy of exploitation. In a country where traditions run deep, one village's custom defies belief. Why would parents push their own daughters into a life of danger and degradation? The answer lies in a complex web of debt, desperation, and cultural pressures that spans generations. As we peel back the layers of this forbidden village's history, we uncover a legacy of exploitation that has its roots in deep-seated poverty and societal expectations. The practice of pushing daughters into isn't a recent phenomenon, but rather a tragic tradition that has been passed down through the years, becoming an ingrained part of the village's social fabric. At the heart of this issue lies a vicious cycle of debt that traps families in seemingly impossible situations. Imagine being faced with the choice between watching your family starve or sending your daughter into an unsafe market. For many in this village, this unthinkable decision has become a grim reality. Economic hardship, combined with a lack of alternative opportunities, has created an environment where desperate families see no other way out. But the story doesn't end there. This cycle of exploitation is perpetuated by deep-rooted cultural pressures and societal norms that have normalized the practice over time. As each generation grows up witnessing this as a way of life, it becomes increasingly difficult to break free from the pattern. The village's isolation and lack of exposure to alternative lifestyles further reinforce these harmful practices. The scale of this problem extends far beyond the boundaries of this single village. In fact, it's a reflection of wider issues plaguing India as a whole. Consider this shocking statistic. As of August 2024, a woman is violated every 15 minutes in India. This frequency paints a grim picture of the challenges faced by women and girls across the country. What's even more alarming is that these numbers likely don't tell the full story. Cultural factors such as deep-rooted misogyny, societal stigma, and the alarm of shame prevent many victims of from coming forward. Estimates suggest that over 75% of in India go unreported, hinting at a problem far more widespread than official statistics indicate. The connection between these broader issues of the exploitation in our forbidden village becomes clear when we consider the cultural context. In a society where women's rights and bodily autonomy are often disregarded, it's easier for exploitative practices to take root and flourish. The fight for change. Amid the darkness, a glimmer of hope emerges. As non-profit organizations step in with bold initiatives, a startling question arises. Could education be the key to unlocking a future free from exploitation? The answer lies in the stories of 10,000 women who dared to dream of a different life. In the heart of India's forbidden village, a quiet revolution is taking place. Non-profit organizations are stepping in, armed with a powerful weapon: knowledge. Their mission: to break the cycle of exploitation that has trapped generations in a life of danger and degradation. These organizations are implementing education and job training programs, planting seeds of hope for future generations. The impact is already visible. Over 10,000 women have received job training through these initiatives, opening doors to opportunities they never thought possible. Let's take a moment to consider the significance of this number. Each of these 10,000 individuals represents a potential break in the chain of exploitation. They are daughters, sisters, and future mothers who now have the chance to forge a different path. The results are encouraging. Reports indicate a 30% reduction in young women forced into in areas where these programs have been implemented. This statistic isn't just a number. It represents real lives changed, futures reclaimed, and hope restored. But the fight for change extends beyond the boundaries of this village. Across India, a broader movement is gaining momentum, challenging long-standing norms and giving voice to those who have long been silenced. The Me Too movement has reached Indian shores, empowering survivors to speak out and demand justice. This wave of activism has increased awareness and support for victims of leading to a 20% increase in reported cases. While this rise in reports might seem alarming at first glance, it actually indicates a growing willingness to confront these issues head-on. The impact of this increased awareness is rippling through India's judicial system. The establishment of fast-track courts has improved the process for handling cases. These specialized courts have reduced the backlog of cases by nearly 40% in some states, ensuring that victims receive justice more quickly. These systemic changes are crucial in encouraging more women to come forward with their experiences. By providing a path to justice, these courts are helping to break the silence that has long surrounded issues in India. As we witness these changes, it's important to remember that they are part of a larger societal shift. The work being done in the Forbidden Village, the #MeToo movement, and the judicial reforms are all interconnected, each playing a vital role in reshaping attitudes and practices across the country. A nation in transition. As hope blossoms in the Forbidden Village, a question emerges. Is this just an isolated success story, or a reflection of wider changes sweeping across India? From bustling cities to remote villages, a quiet revolution is unfolding, challenging age-old taboos and transforming lives in unexpected ways. The changes we've witnessed in the Forbidden Village are not occurring in isolation. Across India, communities are tackling deeply rooted issues head-on, sparking a nationwide transformation that touches on every aspect of society. From menstrual taboos to environmental challenges, Indians are finding innovative solutions to problems that have persisted for generations. Let's talk about menstruation, a topic that has long been shrouded in shame and secrecy. In many parts of India, menstruating women face significant restrictions and are often considered impure. However, grassroots organizations are working tirelessly to change this perception. Education initiatives are reaching schools and communities, teaching both girls and boys about and breaking down harmful myths. The impact of these programs is remarkable. In areas where education has been implemented, school attendance for girls has increased by up to 40%. This simple yet powerful change is opening doors for countless young women, allowing them to pursue their education without interruption. But the revolution doesn't stop there. India's environmental challenges, particularly the pollution of sacred rivers like the Ganges, have long seemed insurmountable. Yet, community-led cleanup initiatives are making a difference. Local groups, often composed of volunteers, are organizing regular cleanup drives and awareness campaigns. Their efforts are slowly but surely improving water quality and restoring these vital waterways. In the bustling city of Mumbai, the Dharavi slum stands as a testament to human resilience and innovation. Often called the largest slum in Asia, Dharavi is home to over 1 million people living in an area of just 2.1 square kilometers. Despite the challenges of overcrowding and limited resources, this community has developed a thriving informal economy with an estimated annual turnover of $1 billion. Dharavi's success story is a powerful reminder that solutions often come from within communities themselves. The entrepreneurial spirit and resourcefulness displayed by Dharavi's residents offer valuable lessons for addressing urban poverty and development challenges across India. While progress is evident, it's important to acknowledge that significant challenges remain. The fight for gender equality continues, with women still facing discrimination in many areas of life. Child labor, despite being officially banned, remains a pressing issue in some sectors. These ongoing struggles remind us that change is a gradual process, requiring sustained effort and commitment. The situation in India's Forbidden Village reflects this complex reality. While education and empowerment initiatives are making a difference, the deep-rooted cultural and economic factors that led to exploitation persist. This underscores the need for holistic approaches that address not just immediate symptoms, but underlying causes as well. What's particularly striking about India's ongoing transformation is the role of grassroots movements and community-led initiatives. From education to river cleanup efforts, some of the most effective solutions are coming from ordinary people taking action in their own communities. This bottom-up approach to change is proving to be a powerful force in addressing long-standing social and environmental issues. As we zoom out from the Forbidden Village to look at India as a whole, we see a nation in the midst of significant social change. The challenges are immense, but so too is the determination and creativity of the Indian people. In every corner of the country, from remote villages to sprawling urban centers, individuals and communities are working to build a better future. The power of awareness. As we conclude our journey through India's challenges and transformations, we're left with a sense of hope and possibility. The resilience of the human spirit shines through even in the darkest corners of society. From the Forbidden Village to the bustling streets of Mumbai, we've witnessed the power of education, awareness, and community action in driving meaningful change. The story of India's transformation is far from over, but the progress we've seen is undeniable. Grassroots movements and community-led initiatives are proving to be powerful forces in addressing long-standing social and environmental issues. As global citizens, we have a role to play in supporting and accelerating this positive change. By staying informed and engaged with these important issues, we can contribute to a future where exploitation and poverty are no longer accepted realities. The potential for lasting change is within reach, but it requires our collective effort and commitment. Together, we can help write the next chapter in India's story of progress and transformation.